now. Yo, what's going on, everybody? We are live, fresh off of. What do you want to even call this? Do you
Bro,
want
I
to
almost
call it
said
Night
Money
of
in the Bank,
Champions? Do you
bro.
want to call it about
Weekend of Champions. Weekend of Champions.
Weekend of Champions? I was
Weekend of
about to say
Champions, bro.
2 championship matches on a Saturday afternoon because I don't really even want to call it Night of Champions because we only had 2 title
Two title
matches. But
matches.
yeah, I mean, fresh off of the PLE, it was in Saudi Arabia. A lot of controversy going in. Well, let's just start it off. What do you think overall about how it actually transpired? The flow of the card, how the card ended up. I thought it was decent. I'm just gonna say that. I'll say it was decent. Didn't blow my hair back. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't wowed really by anything, but we're gonna get obviously touch on everything. But your instant reaction to the actual card.
Like I said, prior to us going live, bro, I feel like it started off strong. I feel like the opening match was a good opening match. Like I like how they tried to they tried to pull a run of ropes. And what I mean by run of ropes is they basically tried to give you the quick rundown on the history between Cody Rhodes. You catch that, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, in 2000, blah blah blah. Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton and Ted DiBiase Jr. joined Legacy, and then this
Yep.
happened, and then this like it's almost like they giving us play by play of like important history, bro. So like,
Yep.
I mean, I would have loved to had heard this from Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, other than Michael Cole. But then again, hey, Michael Cole is a what? Play-by-play color commentary announcer. So he
True.
did his job. I just feel like as far as WWE, they haven't really been giving us the storylines that we want. But for what we got, I definitely feel like it was a great match. I feel like and like I mentioned with Sami Zayn, I feel like eventually he's gonna stop holding his punches. And I feel like that's gonna start happening with Cody. Like if you peep, Randy Orton wanted to go there, but
Yeah.
he just didn't. And then like another thing, like if you notice what WWE's been doing, they kind of been doing like what happened in the past, we're gonna do the inverse. So we're having John Cena as a face back then, now we're gonna have him as a heel. So when Cody Rhodes and the whole legacy stuff was going on, it was kind of flip-flop between heel and face turn, but if memory serves me correctly, Cody Rhodes and them turned on Randy Orton, and then Randy Orton wind up, defeating Cody Rhodes. But again, man, it was a good play-by-play on the history of it. I feel like it was a great match. Randy Orton definitely pulled his punches. Cody Rhodes did what it took to win. He used a turnbuckle, even though Randy Orton was the one that took the turnbuckle off, took the pad off the turnbuckle. But it just goes to show like even how Cody Rhodes kind of cheated to beat Kevin Owens a while ago at Saturday Night Main Event. Like Cody Rhodes, he gonna get that dub regardless of what needs to be done too. So like Cody face turn, I feel like it's coming to Cody's face run. I should say I feel like it's coming to an end soon, bro.
Yeah, I feel like we're definitely slowly gonna get there. I by the end of that though, I honestly thought that I mean, based off of Randy's look and how he was so angry after the match coming up the ramp, you know what I mean? Looking
Mm-hmm.
back at Cody, I think you probably get a Randy Orton heel turn before Cody.
Mm.
You know, I was thinking going into SummerSlam we were gonna get Cody Rhodes, John Cena, CM Punk. But the
Nah.
end of what happened now, I don't think that's gonna be the case. So obviously right now as it stands,
Cody Cena too.
Cody Rhodes is getting his rematch against John Cena. So
And crazy thing is, I think Cody beat Cena at SummerSlam, bro. Like for some odd reason. But it's not gonna end how we think it's gonna end, bro. I think it ends. Whoever wins, Seth Rollins is taking that belt. For I don't care who it is, whether it's Cody, because you got to remember, and not to even jump to the main event. Cody and Seth Rollins got crazy history too. Like
mhm,
we forget, and even Seth, it's a reason for everything in the WWE. It's a reason why Seth Rollins brought up Cody Rhodes in his promo and
yep.
said he made Cody relevant coming back to the WWE. And then if you really think about it, think about this in a sense, bro. Every big superstar in this WWE universe damn near revolves around Seth Rollins, bro. Whether it's Drew McIntyre, whether it's Roman Reigns, whether it's Cody Rhodes, whether it's Randy, or like all of these guys, some way, somehow got some kind of history with Seth Rollins. That's what makes Seth Rollins such a vital piece, almost in a sense where Seth Rollins low-key didn't even have to make an appearance tonight. It was good that he did, and I told you, I'm like, they're trying to make it seem like Seth Rollins not even in a building. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it was until the end. But you know, and I said this, I don't see why they gave the dub to Cody. Cody didn't need to win. All he's doing is just, again, stacking up his accolades. It would have been good to see. I would have preferred to see Randy Orton versus John Cena again, other than Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. But hey, I mean, that's what we got. We got Cody Rhodes is the king of the ring. Cody Rhodes is Royal Rumble winner. Cody Rhodes is getting to the point where we are going, like, they don't get it. We are eventually gonna turn on Cody.
But maybe that's what they want.
Maybe it's almost like the John Cena effect, bro. Like, this would be picture perfect. And I'm gonna throw this out here on this live right now. What would be, man, a standing ovation again is as John Cena leaves, he leaves as a face, but passes the heel baton to Cody Rhodes. Because if they start booing Cody Rhodes, bro, it's the same thing like they did with John Cena. Even John Cena being a face of the company, as a top face, as a champion, we still booed him. So I don't think Cody Rhodes is inevitable of this type of reaction. I think is in due time, we're going to get tired of Cody Rhodes winning everything, bro. He was the first crown jewel champion. Dude. Like, dang, like, man, like, I'm getting tired of it.
It's what did I called him a specific thing, and then you said what you said. I called him that's gonna be Cody Monet, because
and who I call him? Cody
Hogan.
Cody Hogan, bro. Like, hey man, when it comes, hey, if Cody Rhodes don't come out to Real America for SummerSlam, bro, like, I will be surprised.
You know what's so funny about this, bro, is like, think about this, okay? Cody Rhodes goes from April to August, right? That's his stretch of not having that title match. Bro, where was Roman's rematch? My man had the title for 3 years and didn't even have his rematch yet.
You know why? Because he ain't there. Roman ain't been there since Mania, bro. But I get it. But he still, granted, he had a match at Mania. He never got that championship rematch.
Yeah,
I get you, and I ain't even thinking. But again, he ain't never there. Roman ain't, bro. Roman been gone since Mania. Dylan, we almost at SummerSlam, bro.
It's bad, man. But he did the exact same thing last year. But, you know, there are reports that he will be, you know, returning very soon, apparently before SummerSlam, which, I mean, where does he fit? You know what I'm saying? Like, if he ain't gonna if he's gonna return before SummerSlam, he has to return for something more important. And I think you hinted at it maybe in our previous video than just returning for that pop at SummerSlam,
and
right?
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. The chat going crazy, man. For real.
Let's touch on some of these because we haven't even gotten into it. Appreciate you guys all in here. Roman is working on Street Fighter now. He is actually. He is in another movie, which is wild. I guess he's gonna be the new Rock, right?
Don't say that, bro.
Kevin Owens never got that rematch. True. Roman's gonna be there at SummerSlam. He doesn't need a rematch. Roman doesn't even need a title. He's done it all. He's slowly fading out of. Wow. Okay. I mean, I don't agree with this though. Like,
I don't think he's fading out of. I don't think he's fading out of.
Relevancy.
He's probably fading into irrelevancy.
Yeah.
I don't think he's becoming irrelevant, bro. It's just like you said, when you've had somebody hold the championship for over 3 years, bro. Them giving him another title, and he only hold it for like 2 to 3 months is pointless. Like, he set the bar so high for himself.
He did.
that anything less than like that big of a title rank is kind of pointless, bro. It's almost like the Undertaker's undefeated streak. The real talk. Like once Taker lost to Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, nobody really cared about the streak anymore. So it's almost like, why should we care about Roman holding any title if you ain't aiming to break that previous record? Because we already know if Roman get the title, he ain't holding it for 3 years again. He might not even get another title, especially with being gone so frequent. So again, that's what we got as far as, you know, Cody versus Randy. Did
it live up to your expectation?
It was a good match, bro. It was a good match. I just like what is it to come? You know, if John, see, my thing is we still got months of John Cena. It's just like if John Cena drops the title this early into his retirement run, I just don't know what else they'll do with him. Like you still got R-Truth still yapping at the mouth about John Cena too. So that ain't really over. You know what I'm saying? Like I really can't see Cena losing a title anytime soon. But then again, can we see Cody Rhodes lose again at SummerSlam? And if so, that may be what sparks this heel turn if he does lose again to John Cena. Because John Cena didn't, and we jumping, we jumping all the way to the main event, y'all. Let's go to the next match, bro. What was the next match we had on the card?
Well, let's just talk about this one because we kind of already touched on it. You had Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa, and I told you, bro, Solo's my guy now.
Yeah,
man.
You said that.
It was a good match. Even during the match, you know, he's playing around too. You had him in the headlock. I just think everything that he does right now is just on point. But he got the victory, bro. And we had a debut of Hikuleo.
Stop it. Don't you do that, Dylan. Don't you do that. Before we had the debut,
we got the GOAT back.
We got to go back. Shout out to my boy, Tungaloa back. And the crazy thing is, bro, he's been gone since November.
A long
time. You know, so it's just crazy now that Tama Tonga is injured. But for those who don't know, Hikuleo is the Tongan's younger brother, son of Haku. So it seems like, and I don't know if you feel this way, bro. I just feel like we're gonna get some kind of OG bloodline because now you got Jacob by himself, lonely. Him and Jimmy was talking on Friday Night SmackDown. They gonna need that reinforcement, and we've been asking, what's gonna happen with Jay? And you said it. Mm-hmm. It's inevitable for Jay to always come back to his brother and help in some kind of tag. It's just gonna happen that way, bro. Like we see it now. Now you got Solo, the new U.S. champion. You got JC Mateo. You also got
he's still the only one, bro. I'm still waiting for the story behind JC Mateo, bro. How does this guy fit into the bloodline, man?
Why is he there? I have no clue, but I ain't mad at it, man. But you know, you said it, man. I definitely feel like Jacob's title run was short. But I do feel like it is a smart move to put some gold over there with Solo. Definitely well deserved. I will say that.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, like almost like rewarding him, right? Because for all of his everything that he's done, I think he really has stepped up and developed, man. I really do. I think he's gotten a lot better than just being the enforcer behind Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
That's another great question. Where is Zilla Fatu? I think that's inevitable by now. I mean, let's touch on. We just got Hikuleo, who just debuted on the main roster. He did have, I think, an NXT or like a dark match or something.
He had a dark match on SmackDown,
or whatever.
On SmackDown.
Yep. And obviously they're just going back to the old golden well, right?
They like, what if it ain't broke?
That's right. You know who's happy about this?
Who?
Rikishi.
Oh, the Rikishi's happy, bro. Anytime he see his family all in one. I will say this though. I feel like once Zilla, because it's inevitable, Zilla is definitely coming to the WWE as well. But once Zilla does come to the WWE, I definitely feel like he gonna team with Jacob. That's gonna be some help that Jacob but is Zilla ready though? Like I need to watch more of his like independent stuff. Like I just recently seen he met Randy Orton, or he did the little meet and greet with Randy Orton
I
at
saw
Fanatic
that.
Fest. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I think it's just an inevitability. I mean, obviously, right? We're gonna have War Games again. They just announced it too. It's in Petco Park, San Diego. So that's gonna be there again. So I mean, I guess that's what we're doing again. We're gonna have another Bloodline War Games match. I mean,
Can't be, bro. Can't be.
I,
Can't
the
be.
Solo just keeps bringing family members out. At some point, is Roman's got to involve himself in that again. We just talked about Jimmy and Jay. They got to be coming back together. And they're clearly going against Solo right now. So Jacob and Jimmy's already set that and trickled those breadcrumbs, bro. They're gonna be teaming together. I'm
I
telling you.
honestly don't think they need Roman though, bro. I don't. Like, yeah, Roman is gonna give him that. You know what is gonna be so weird, bro? They gonna have to crawl back to the big dog, bro. And I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Like, if we do get some kind of 5-on-5 war games, I can see the Usos, Jacob, Roman, and Zilla. Like, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. But they don't need to bring Sami back, bro. They don't. The Bloodline might as well have their own title real. Forget my man say the Fula follow. Just make them a Ula follow. Hey, bro, real talk, man. Somebody just need to have a tribal chief championship, man, for real, and just let them all fight for whatever, bro. Roman the new Rock, man. Look,
Yeah, it's tough. I mean,
tough,
everybody's getting older, so it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, we can just go on to the next one. There's a lot to obviously unpack with everything, but
yeah.
we're going to be breaking down everything in a couple more videos throughout the week too. So stay tuned for that content. But what did you think about Jade Cargill versus Asuka?
Well, let's Rhea Ripley and Raquel.
You want to just go back to the beginning?
Rhea Ripley and Raquel before we get to the Queen of the Ring, because I know it's a lot of talk online whether or not who should have won that match. But Rhea and Raquel, surprisingly, great match. I
thought it was awesome.
Awesome match, bro. Real talk. When they got on that table, I told my wife, I pray that table does not break. And you know what I'm saying? And injured them. And even when Rhea hit the riptide from the table, she fell kind of awkwardly, bro. Like almost like Raquel almost fell on her leg. So like it was just a dangerous spot. Even Rhea mentioned it in the after show. She was just like, yeah, I was just ain't want that table to break. Like real, that was scary, dog.
That
like,
was. I was watching that, and like when you watch something and you kind of get like that feeling, you're like,
yeah,
oh,
bro,
please don't.
That little tingle, bro. I'm just like, dog, please don't let these women, hurt themselves, man. Liv just had an unfortunate injury. So I definitely didn't want to see that, and I'm glad that they both made it out that match okay. Also, the interference from Roxanne Perez is just continuing to get the juices going as far as they're gonna just give Roxanne that tag title, and then we're gonna have Raquel and Roxanne as far as the tag champs. Liv is gonna come back, but Liv is gonna be out for some time, y'all. Like at least like 6 months, they said. So we might not see Liv again till like Rumble time.
Just had a successful surgery, so obviously she's gonna be on the
damn. That's recovery. So unfortunate, bro. That's so unfortunate, man. That's so unfortunate. But hey, maybe we get Liv Morgan as a Royal Rumble winner. I can definitely see them doing that. They always do that with like big returns. So I definitely think it's something big in the returns for Liv. So speedy recovery on her end.
Yeah, you called it as well with the whole Roxanne thing. I remember us talking about that. She came out in the black and purple. So
yep.
Repping the Judgment Day. I do think you're probably right along those tag titles. I do think that they're probably just gonna maybe just give it to Roxanne because she's already kind of a shoe-in with the Judgment Day.
Might as well.
So we'll have to see with that. But I think that's Roxanne's path coming out of here. And we're gonna have to wait and see what Rhea Ripley's gonna be doing at SummerSlam, right? Because she's not fighting for that title. We already know that by the Queen of the Ring.
But you best believe she's gonna be there. She go Rhea Ripley is almost on like Cody Rhodes in them level as far as just like top woman superstar.
Yeah, I'm surprised the pop she got there in Saudi too.
It's Rhea, bro.
It was
it had to be, bro. In order for them to just throw that match Like that was definitely a SmackDown match, bro. They could have put like the SmackDown tag titles on Night of Champions or something, but they specifically put Rhea Ripley in that PLE. It just shows how much pull she has up in there. Make sure y'all smashing that thumbs up, sharing the live, y'all. Again, me and my boy Dylan, we do have the memberships over here available. So share the lives. We still growing. We appreciate y'all support over here. Rhea wins the Rumble. If Liv come back, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Liv and say Liv gonna get it. She gonna end up having a tag partner. Somebody gonna be Rhea's tag partner, and they gonna go after the tag titles. Just don't know who yet. I mean, I can see that direction, bro. But given it's almost kind of like a step down for Rhea, though, bro. Like just throwing unless they want to throw the tag titles on her to give the tag title some kind of push, you know what I'm saying? But like Rhea,
she's almost too big.
I'd rather see Rhea and Becky go for the IC championship or something. You get what I'm saying? Like Becky Lynch come out talking, but we already have Rhea and Becky at Mania, so. I doubt we get that again, bro. Rhea as a tag champ, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling that, but that's the only path I can see.
Here's what I would like too, because I think the draft is going to be happening after SummerSlam this year. I would like Rhea to go to SmackDown or like to mix up the women's division.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Switch it up.
This seems like we always get the same type of feuds and rivalries with the women lately. So that would actually be something refreshing. But next up, you had Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross. I didn't think this was going to go the way it did. I really didn't. I thought Karrion Kross was going to go over, and like I said, I had
Sami was going to win. Or did I say Sami?
No, you thought Sami was going to win. I thought the way it was going to happen is Karrion Kross was going to win, and then that's how we got the breaking point of Sami Zayn. You know what I'm saying?
It was
goes over though.
Karrion lose, bro. Like what was the game?
I agree.
Was it just like, oh, we're gonna have you in a match side? Like, was that supposed to be the big, like, hurrah, the big punch? Like, cool, we got him on the PLE, but y'all made him lose. Like, what was the point of it? Like, yeah, Sami is mad over there, bro. Like, we know that. You know what I'm saying? But Karrion even had like a little ovation when he came out. Like we pushing for him, bro. But they gave I don't know. I don't know what direction y'all can go with this man once y'all just gave him an L. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like Sami gonna go back to him and like, yeah, let's get another match. Like to me, it should be done. Like he lost. Move on now. What is he gonna do?
I liked the way the direction they were going with this too, right? Is like kind of like him always chirping in his ear, trying to get him. And I'm thinking like, okay, maybe in the match we're gonna get Sami doing something that he shouldn't be doing. Maybe using some, the ref goes down.
Even if he would have hit him with a chair and beat him or something.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Something like we got nothing from this. Like we got no substance from this match right here. And again, to make Karrion lose clean like that too. I don't know.
Yeah,
we always say over here, bro. What? Guess you just gotta wait and see. Sami and Kross team up. No
way. No.
I don't see Karrion as a face. Nah, bro. Nah. He needs to be dominant. He needs to be like IC champion or something, bro. Like I feel like Karrion can really hold like a nice mid-card title for some time, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed in that one. He definitely should have won over. He definitely should have.
Again, wait and see. But
wait and see.
Next we had did we talk about
Jade and Asuka?
Jade and Asuka, yeah. So this is a very interesting one, man. Because Jade Cargill wins. I thought Asuka. I think I had picked Jade at the end of the day, but Asuka returning and her losing now, and knowing that Jade goes on to now probably face off with, it's going to be Tiffy, right? Because she's on SmackDown.
Yeah, that match is boring.
I would have rather had Asuka and Io.
100%. 100.
And we already talked about it, and I'm not here to bash, right? I'm just pointing out what we watch as a viewer. I have not been impressed by Jade in the ring. I just have not, bro. She's had multiple times over and over and over again with a different style of opponent too. Like it's not just like she's getting fed the same type so she can kind of like, it's a bunch of different opponents. Like, you gotta, maybe to like help her develop and whatever in her in-ring abilities. And I just have not been impressed by these matches. I thought this match would have been good because Asuka, man, she can go with anybody.
Yeah.
Again, kind of just a blah match to me. I thought Asuka probably should have won. We talk about the whole Naomi cash-in. You know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
We just had it last night again, bro.
Yeah.
Another one where she runs down.
Yeah, money. Yeah, the chat going crazy, man. Again, we appreciate y'all.
You think Jade is a money draw, though?
She is.
How?
Yeah, she is, bro.
How?
Jade.
She got booed out of the building.
Say it again.
You got booed out of the building.
I mean, bro, Bianca would have got booed out the building too.
But there's a difference. I understand where you're going with that, but Jade gets booed out of the building in the United States and and
I mean, like,
and in multiple states in the United States.
I feel like Muggs rock with Jade, bro. It's sometimes it's the push, Dylan. It's the push. Do I personally think Jade
push though, bro? She's been pushed dominantly.
It's the forced push. It's the forced push, bro. Yeah. Who should have won? Truth be told, Asuka should have won that match because I feel like it would have been a better build-up for Asuka versus Io. Damage control. We got two dope Japanese women from the.
Read this though. Tell me how that makes sense.
Because her single run has been.
If everybody has to carry her through a match, then why does she need a push? Because she's not championship material. Then
I don't think she's championship. We gotta remember. We gotta remember where Jade Cargill comes from, guys. We gotta remember this. WWE's biggest mistake was to not have Jade in NXT. That was their biggest, because look at this. You had Julia, Stephanie Valkyrie, Jordan Grace. You've had these three women have to go through the NXT doors, and they didn't make Jade. And these women, so here we go, man. I'm about to get to talking, because these three women, and here's the biggest mistake. Julia, Stephanie Valkyrie, and Jordan Grace. These three women have years of experience. Correct. Experience on the independents, Japan, etc. Jade Cargill was a dominant. Jade Cargill is the female Bill Goldberg.
That's a great analogy.
But Bill Goldberg is a draw. Whether you boo him or whether you cheer for him, Bill, and I'm not talking about 50-year-old Bill Goldberg. I'm even talking about old school Bill, whereas he doesn't. Goldberg didn't have it, bro. Goldberg didn't have it. Goldberg was.
But here's the difference. Here's the difference between the two. Let me just say this. I understand where you're going with that analogy. It makes perfect sense as far as how she's been booked dominantly. But Bill Goldberg wasn't trying to do stuff outside of his means. Okay? He went spear, jackhammer, and a couple other moves. Jade Cargill is trying to do too much, I feel.
But here's the thing, though, Dylan. If we just stuck Jade Cargill with just a spear, a jackhammer, and a clothesline, she would be even booed more. So I feel like she's trying. Like, she don't want to be in that stereotypical squash match. But that's all she had in AEW. AEW was 50.
I agree with that.
She needed
100%. 100%.
That was WWE's biggest mistake. Like, she showed up at NXT. She did nothing. She needed just the basic foundation. She needed that WWE foundation. She came from a place where she had 50 matches that probably totaled a combination of maybe like 30 minutes. So her in-ring AEW, like television, like was probably like, let's give it an hour max of Jade in the ring on AEW for 2 years, bro. So she needed to come in and get that foundation. It's just like, this is how I want to put it, Dylan. WWE wants her to be all the way up here. They're like, Jade, we need you up here, but she's still kind of performing right here. So they I like Jade, bro. Do I feel like she's ready right now? She's not. She's not.
She has all the makings of a superstar. I just don't think she's there yet, man.
I
You say
agree.
she's a money draw,
I
but, like,
agree.
I don't know
I
how she's a
agree.
money draw, though.
I
It's
think
not like
she's definitely a money.
it
She's
ain't like
a
she's
money
on any
draw.
top seller selling merch anywhere. So how is she a money draw? Just by what? Her aesthetic?
Yeah, bro.
Austin Theory ain't a money draw. That guy's got the blueprint to be a WWE superstar.
But it's how they booked Austin Theory though, bro. It's all about how they book. Like it's
But that's
WWE
my
is all
exact
about
point.
how they present the
But
superstars.
my exact point is they're booking Jade to be that superstar, and
Correct.
she's still not there.
I'm not arguing that, bro. I'm
just arguing. I'm
yeah.
arguing. We're on the same page. I'm just arguing the money draw thing. I don't think she's not a money draw. She ain't selling. She ain't. You don't go to an arena to see Jade Cargill. I'm sorry, you just don't.
I think you do, bro.
Top women merch. I mean, there's very few. Rhea Ripley's at the top of the list, and I don't see anybody else. So how is she a money draw? That's just my point.
Rhea and Bianca has it 100%.
Yeah.
Rhea, what you saying? I'm with Dylan on this for sure. She not, but they want her to be.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we'll have to wait and see. You know what I mean? Like, she hasn't had that, like you just said, she needs to be in development for a little while. But I guess what is the ultimate thing, right? Is like you either sink or you swim. So if they're going to be pushing her to be at that top level with Tiffany now, and they're going to be building that feud this SummerSlam,
it's almost to the point they just like, okay, training wheels got to come off.
Correct.
Like we need you to go out there and it's time. You know what I'm saying? No more babying. So do I feel like this was a right decision? As far as a fan, what I would have loved to see, I would have loved to see an Asuka and Io storyline build up to SummerSlam. Because what truly can you do with Jade and Tiffy? You really can't do much with that storyline other than constantly add Naomi into the mix. Yeah. Like that's the only way. But we've seen that, done that. So I feel you on that. Main event, bro.
I will say, just on my last note here, I think it hurts this storyline, whatever they're going to be doing for SummerSlam, the fact that Bianca's out injured right now. I think it is like very detrimental to whatever they were going to be doing. So, last and not least, you had the main event. So you had John Cena, CM Punk. John Cena ultimately ends up getting the W. A hell of a lot of interference. I'm going to be honest. I thought that match. I thought, and we're gonna get to it at the very end, my thoughts on it, but that match did not need that amount of interference. It kind of ruined it for me. I'm gonna be honest with you.
The knocking down of the referees, these.
Now let me tell you this, because it just came out in the little bit of breaking news here. It just came out in the press conference that was officially the last time John Cena and CM Punk will be in the ring with each other.
Hey, that's it.
And I don't like it. You ended it that way. You were having a good
You were having a tiebreaker match too.
You were having a good classic match, man.
That was a classic match. A lot of false finishes. You know,
and then you went ahead and you did the whole Roman Reigns main event where you have everybody and their mother coming out.
Like, see, my thing is Penta. Like, what the freak? Penta?
What was that for?
Yeah. Like, I was mad, bro, and like.
Yeah.
Y'all was better off bringing Roman back. Just have Roman came back, wreck havoc. You know what I'm saying? Spear CM Punk because he still don't rock with him. I would have rather Roman cost CM Punk the championship. You get what I'm saying? Like he speared CM Punk and he speared John Cena, but somehow John Cena got the victory. I would have respected that a lot more, bro, because it was just like now you had John Cena kind of fighting Bronson Reed and them, like what? So is Cena being a face now? Like, they shook hands. You know, they got close for a hug, but you notice that they zoomed in on Cena's face because like Cena still was gonna potentially be a heel.
Yeah,
but
he's gonna low blow him.
Yeah.
I don't know. For that to be the final match, it definitely leaves a sour taste in my mouth. The way that's how they had it happen. Again, because my ultimate thought on SummerSlam was going to be that triple threat. That's obviously out of the.
I see. My thing is, I never saw them doing that.
It's out of the picture now. I only thought it was because it was lining up to be based off the fact that they had Cody win the King of the Ring, And I thought that this match was going to play out in a way that like CM Punk had to kind of get that get back. But the fact that it's now announced that they're not going to have that get back, it's like, man, bro, we're just going to be going right back into a CM Punk Seth Rollins feud. That's how I left that feeling.
Yeah, I see. My thing is, I just don't know who Roman is going to come back and help, because you got Seth Rollins and his crew, you got Solo and his crew. You know, Roman really got unfinished business with Seth, but he ain't forget about Solo. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he takes care of business with Seth Rollins and them first, and then he gets on to go to War Games and then, you know, help them out, because it's not like Roman is going to be there for every other PLE. Roman going to be there for SummerSlam, miss a couple into the next big one, which is so SummerSlam. He in some kind of bat with CM Punk and Seth Rollins. I'm a tag. I think for some reason it's going to be a 6-man match. For some reason, Seth Rollins and his Goonies versus Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and whoever else they get. And then SummerSlam, Survivor Series. Now we got the Bloodline 6.0 War Games match. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. This match did not need the interference that it got. I expected that amount of interference at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Yeah, right. That's what it felt like.
Seth Rollins coming out was expected, but again, the whole Penta coming out, and I'm just like, bro, what? Then Sami Zayn came out, so I guess maybe Sami's going like what the freak was like? Why? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why? But hey, maybe Sami could be the last member. I don't know, bro. It's just I don't know. I really don't know what to expect going forward with a lot of these superstars as far as like a storyline building up to SummerSlam. But y'all gotta let us know. You know what I'm saying?
Again,
y'all let us know.
Again, it's these little short builds that we're getting, right? I mean, I actually really enjoyed the last 2 weeks of SmackDown between the whole John Cena and CM Punk feud. Bro, you said the same thing. Last night was awesome. That CM Punk segment last night was fantastic.
Yeah.
But then you had this match and all the interference, and again, it just kind of like takes you out of it a little bit. It's like, man, like why do we need all these interference, all these main event title shots now? I get it, as far as like somebody just said, this right here, we're gonna have a bunch of, regardless of the way it is, because it's probably trying to set up something for the next one, right? But man, you talk about two icons, and just to have the match end like that, it wasn't my style. Now here, let me throw out a little bit of a prediction for you. You know how I love predictions on here, right? So with the whole Seth Rollins thing, obviously, in CM Punk now, right? Cost him another shot. They just cost each other titles nonstop. Well, what happens at Saturday night's main event if Seth Rollins goes ahead and cashes in on Goldberg? And then that sets up CM Punk versus Seth Rollins at SummerSlam for that belt.
Then CM Punk finally, I can't see CM Punk beating Cody.
That's where I'm getting at. I like that you said that.
That's the only thing that I can see as far as CM Punk getting the title.
That's his only way to a world championship.
That's the only way to a world championship, unless he wins the Royal Rumble next year. But we got a 57-year-old CM Punk winning the Royal Rumble. Like, come on now, bro. You know, like, I hate that Punk got injured in that Royal Rumble, because we would have already had that.
You would have,
We would have already had the Seth Rollins versus CM Punk for the championship. Yep. CM Punk winning the title. We would already had that. Unfortunately, my man's got hurt. So now, of course, we got multiple curveballs up in there. But yeah, nobody is beating Cody Rhodes, bro. I mean, nobody's beating John Cena for this belt other than Cody Rhodes. It has to happen like that. Because again, I just feel like it's a passing of. John Cena said this, right? And to me, this is just be like the icing on the cake. I'm going to leave ending wrestling. Like, I'm going to leave destroying wrestling. Only way, like, if John Cena leaves as a heel, is bringing Cody Rhodes with him as a heel, bro. The passing of a baton, bro. That's the only way, because he said he's going to, like, imagine that. Y'all face is now, he ruined wrestling for a lot of people. Like, I can see, it's so many different ways I can see this happening, playing out, but Cody Rhodes' heel turn is inevitable. It's inevitable. Cody Rhodes heel turn, it's gonna happen. And no better way of him turning heel is when John Cena leaves. He passes on that heel turn to him. That's the only way I can see something like that happen, and then it's making sense. You know, other than that, nobody's beating Cody. And then if you want to run back Roman Reigns versus Cody one more time, you can. Because again, when the odds are different, now you got to face Roman Reigns trying to be the heel Cody. It gets interesting. All you got to do is just change who the good guy, who the bad guy. Like they still got some money to be made, but it leads to this question, Dylan. And the only reason why I asked you this question when we was watching wrestling, I was like, imagine if Cody Rhodes would have stayed in AEW. And I say that because he just came out to a jam-packed show in Saudi Arabia, and no shot at AEW. But look at AEW now compared to when he left it. When Cody Rhodes left AEW was booming.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine being Cody Rhodes wrestling in AEW, and that's just the current state of AEW. Just being honest, it's not what it was 2-3 years ago when Cody Rhodes was there. So again, just imagine if Cody Rhodes never came to the WWE. He still would be. I don't know, bro. I still feel like he wouldn't have cracked that glass ceiling. Like, my man's just making moves. Like, it was life-changing for him to come over to the WWE. So, hey, I feel like more AEW superstars will find their way over here to WWE, and hopefully that brings on more stories, man. And we can continue to rock out with Cody, because again, once Cena leave, the baton is definitely in Cody's hand, because it's not Roman. Roman is all, to me, Roman already got one foot out the door, you know. So that main guy, whether you're a heel or a face, is gonna be Cody.
Cody literally changed the landscape of wrestling, man. Think about like how big he is right now. Obviously, he's the guy, right? He doesn't even have a belt right now, and he's like the guy. Cena's obviously the guy till he leaves, but Cody is the guy that's going to still continue, to be that guy when John's gone, when Roman's gone. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still going to be there for quite some time. So again, what do we always say? We're gonna wait and see, man. There's just always so many outcomes that can happen after a big PLE. So many different branches, and I'm excited for Raw. See what happens on Raw. The next lead up that we're gonna have, I think, is in 2 weeks. Is it July 12th? I think.
Yeah, bro. We got Evolution, and we got Saturday Night Main Event.
Correct. So we're gonna have a lot of content for you in the next 2 weeks. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel. We always do this at the end of every PLE. Out of 5, what is your ranking?
I give it a 4, bro. It was good. Could have been better, but it was good.
I'm going to go 3.7. 3.7. Good. Didn't blow my hair back. I like some of the surprises we got, but man, that main event. I ain't gonna get over that one for quite some time.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got some 4s. We got 3.7, 3.5. So everybody's kind of similar to how we're feeling about this.
Yep.
But all right, guys. So that's gonna pretty much do it. Again, stay tuned to the channel for some more content this week and next week. And subscribe to the channel, share the content, like the videos. Anything else, bro?
That's it, bro.
All right, you got your boy Dylan.
Got your boy Break.
And we out.
Peace out.